Scotch, bourbon, and rye. If they like a bottle, they'll tell you why.
Okay, people, welcome to another episode of Trenny and C. I am Trenny. I am sort of freshly back from my trip. I've been in quarantine now for 7 days. So I think this is day 8 currently. I haven't gone too stir crazy yet. I know a lot of people seem to be going pretty stir crazy, but I feel like I was built for this sort of thing. I'm used to being indoors and alone and just hanging out online, and I have a guitar here, I've got food, I've got whiskey, I've got internet, everything you need, right? So anyways, I have in front of me, C, as you probably saw in a previous video, brought me a pile of different whiskey and a bunch of different samples, and today I'm going to go through these 4 cask strength Arran Malt. So this one here, I'm gonna pour them right away. This one is the 21st anniversary edition. 5,988 bottles were made. It is 52.6% alcohol. It is on the lowest end of the spectrum here for strength. This one is Arran Malt Master of Distilling James McTaggart 10-year-old. There was 12,000 bottles made, and this is 54.2% alcohol. So it's getting higher and higher. What do we got here? We got the Bothy Quarter Cask Batch 1. So September 2015 it looks like. Again, 12,000 bottles, 55.7% alcohol. These are all very interesting spirits. I've had a little bit of a chance to try each of them without having really known very little about Arran. This one is Macaire, I might be saying it wrong, Macaire Moore, cask strength, 2nd edition, 9,000 bottles, 58.2%. And really light color on that one, wow. So I'll pull these to the side, or I'll put them behind it, I guess. Okay, so we're going to start with the lightest, maybe not the lightest nose, but the least alcohol percentage. Oh, these are going to take a couple minutes to open up, but right away, there is an underlying, the alcohol is there. And it's starting to vaporize already, but there's an underlying like green apple fruitiness to this one. Again, this is the 21st anniversary edition. I'm going to give you just real first impression kind of noses here. Okay, so some cereal grains, very green apple kind of a nose to it. Quite light, a little bit of that alcoholic blast to the nose. Okay, we got the James McTaggart Master of Distilling. Oh, this one's this is interesting. It's a little bit more hayloft, a little bit wet grass. There's some brown sugar notes in there, and the wood sugars are present for sure. Definitely more of a rich nose in the sense of like sugary. A little bit darker fruits kind of a nose to it as well. Okay, moving on real quickly to the Bothy Quarter Cask. So we can only assume in these quarter casks that they're not going to be aged for very, very long, but it does have a significant effect, these quarter casks. This one I think is really struggling to open up still, so I'll have to come back to it because the nose is quite light. At this point, not a lot going on. There's a white pepper, some vanillas, a little bit spicier, and not the alcohol nip spicy, but just a spiciness to it. It's almost like there's something to do with the wood in there. I'm not sure. Anyway, interesting nose. It will get interesting, I think. It's still pretty closed off. Okay, and now to the lightest color of the cask strength Machairi more. I might be saying that wrong. Anyway, look at the color difference between that one and say this one. Okay. Oh, now this is completely different. I mean, it's the same underlying Arran Malt, but there's a little bit more soapiness to this one. The heat is definitely there. It's got a little bit of like a chili flake kind of a nose to it. Kind of like green vegetable, sort of like, or actually more like a red pepper kind of a nose, like the sweetness of a red pepper. A little bit more of that traditional kind of, I guess what you would consider like a Speyside style of a nose, where there's a little bit of a damp kind of carpet smell to it. All good things. Okay, I'm gonna quickly go through this one more time just to set my bearings. Nice sweetness to this one. The darker fruits in this one, but a little bit more grassy as well. Oh yeah, okay. Okay. Oh, there's like a real kind of cayenne kind of peppery note to that one. Okay, I'm gonna quickly sip through them. I don't want this video to go on too long. This is kind of a quick hitter video. I know it's probably silly of me to do, 4 whiskeys in one go here. What's that in my glass? Gross. Okay, I'm gonna have a sip. Lots of sugars on the side of the tongue. The strength is definitely there. There's a little bit of a, I don't want to say new oak, but maybe it is a new oak kind of a smell, flavor to it. 21st anniversary edition. Okay, moving on. I should probably have a glass of water here, but I don't. We'll just do it like this real quick. Comparatively, the James McTaggart has a lot more fruit to it. A lot more, it's almost like a peach, syrupy peach kind of note to that one as well. It's like orchard fruit, where this one has a little bit more of a green apple. Okay, here we go. Moving on to the Bothy quarter cask. Here we go. Yeah, it's got that pepper nose to it as well. But there is that sweet, I think I'm getting from this guy the peach syrup. It is actually on the nose of a lot of these. This has a little bit of a soapiness to it on the flavor, a little bit more sea salt, kind of a finish, sea salt finish. That is really nice. Okay, hold on. Nice. Okay, quickly moving on to the last one here. Here we go. Whew. This, do you know what? This Machair has a slight, it's either like a peated malt in there. It's not peated, but there is a smoke to it that is not really present in the other ones. Okay. And there's a definite smoke to the flavor of this one compared to the other three. A little bit of peat heat, a little bit of sweetness to it. Oddly enough, there is this kind of Speyside style to the underlying spirit, but there is a bit of that smoke in here, which is really nice. That's good. I'm gonna get a glass of water, 1 sec. So now that I've gone through a 1 pass on each of these, I'm gonna put a drop of water. Boom. 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 There we go. About a tablespoon in each teaspoon. see how these open up. One thing that you can usually tell if something's unchill filtered is if it clouds up after about 5 minutes or so. We might not make it that far in this video because I'm going to cut it off soon and going through one more pass here. I don't know if I'm going to tell you which one's my favorite necessarily because they're all a little bit different, but let's try it out. We'll go again. Excuse me, 21st anniversary. Yeah, nice green apple. This one also with the water gets a little bit of the soapiness in there, which is nice. Kind of like an old Pulteney in that way. Okay, moving on. Oh, wow. That little dollop of water in there pulls out a lot of those like kind of red or berry style fruits. It's like they've added some brown sugar to the peach juice. Here we go. Ooh, wow. I gotta say the water like blows this one up. It makes it like almost more robust, stronger. There's more weight to it now, oddly enough. Okay. Moving on, quarter cask. Nice nose, as before. A little bit more floral. I'd say overall, that one has just a very, very drinkable flavor to it. It's a little bit more traditional in the style, I'd say. A little bit more kind of like a Speyside. Potent though, I mean, God, it's what, 55.7%. That's big. Okay. Last but not least, this guy again, the Macklemore. Oh, there's like a blossom of that peat, of that smoke. It's showing up a little bit more with the water. But that kind of underlying soapy peach syrup smell. Okay, here we go. Water really sweetens that one up. That is nice. For people out there who like their peat bombs, you're not going to get a peat bomb out of this one, but you will get a little bit of what you're craving there. Kind of like a Lacheg in that sense. Like it's not a complete peat bomb, but it has a little bit going on. Okay. I don't know if I should rate them, but I think right now I'm really loving this guy. The James McTaggart Master of Distilling. And just for kind of more traditional flavors, I'm really liking the quarter cask. So those are my two picks for now. All very good products. Everything that I've tried from the Arran, I would say the Arran is really good. You almost need to taste them side by side. And I had, I think, 3 or 4 more of these also of different ones. And they actually were my favorites and they're gone now. But one was like a really heavily sherry influenced one that was really delicious. Anyway, once you get to know the style of this distillery, you can kind of start picking apart what you like and what you don't like about it. So I know there's people out there that it's their favorite ever. So nothing wrong with that. It's definitely a good malt. Anyways, I've been rambling on way too long here. Why don't you subscribe, click like, comment, and we will get back to you soon. As soon as this quarantine and this whole freaking world mess is over, maybe C and I can get together again and actually do some side-by-side reviews. It's not as much fun doing it by yourself. Anyway, thanks again. See you guys soon. Bye.
Drinking whiskey, describing all the flavors for you and me. Irish, Scotch, bourbon, and rye. If they like a bottle, they'll tell you why. Subscribe on YouTube.